بقساوة من مجموعة فنادق بلغاري العالمية توجهنا إلى باريس قبل أسبوع من الافتتاح الرسمي للفندق. العنوان 30 في جادة جورج خامس الراقية. مزيج إيطالي فرنسي يعكس ميراث التجربة الفندقية ما بين الثقافتين بأسلوب راقي، بالتزامن مع افتتاح البوتيك الخاص بالعلامة التجارية في مربع النور بلاس فوندوم. كاميرا مشاهير تجولت حصرياً في الفندق الذي يعكس أسلوب الحياة الإيطالي بنكهة الضيافة الفرنسية، ليكون بالتأكيد مقصداً جديداً في العاصمة الفرنسية. من ميلان لبالي، لندن، دبي، بكين، شنغهاي، ومستقبلاً روما، طوكيو، ولوس أنجلوس. لا شك أن الهندسة المعمارية الإيطالية التي هي من تصميم أنطونيو تشيتيريو باتريتشيا تكسر القواعد الباريسية التقليدية، مما يثري الدائرة الثامنة بأسلوبها المعاصر. إليكم جولة في البنت هاوس والجزء الأول من اللقاء مع المدير التنفيذي لدار بلغاري جان كريستوف بابان.
First of all, I'm super happy that I'm seeing you here in Paris. I remember we spoke about the opening a few years back, witnessing a beautiful experience. I mean, I've been here for a few hours and I already feel a completely different vibe. Tell me, how excited are you that the hotel is finally opening in Paris?
I'm so happy to welcome you here. You are one of our very first guests, or guest of honor.
Thank you.
Which you deserve. And obviously for us, Paris is a major step. It's not only our seventh luxury gem of hospitality, but let's not forget that Paris is the city of lights, is the world capital of high jewelry, Place Vendôme, and we open also this year.
The Square of Light. The Golden Square.
Exactly, a major flagship, our largest worldwide flagship opened this year, Place Vendôme. So for us, 2021 is very special in Paris. And we opened this hotel, which has been delayed by 1 year because of the COVID.
Exactly.
But in a city which, besides being the city of light and the worldwide capital of high jewelry, is also the most visited city worldwide. So a very aspirational destination, which is the common point of all our hotels. We want our hotels not only to be in cities where you go frequently, we're in cities where additionally you are really excited to go.
But what does the Bvlgari experience bring to a city particularly like Paris? Like when you're inside the lobby, you feel you're in Italy. You step outside, it's a beautiful experience. You are in the heart of Paris. What will this experience add to Paris?
Paris is also the most competitive city when it comes to luxury hospitality. It has the highest number of palace hotels. So obviously for Bvlgari, it's the ultimate challenge, being the leader insofar in all cities where we're operating. And so we are today starting our utmost challenge, which is
pushing the boundaries and the standards of hospitality.
Try to become the leader of the most competitive city in hospitality in the world. which is characterized not only by very high-ticket palace, they are also very famous, but what they have in common often is they are born in the late 19th, early 20th century,
Yes.
and they are somehow classical, not only in terms of interior design, but also in terms of service. Service is excellent, but quite formal, whereas Bvlgari, being the flagship of Italy and of Italian lifestyle and Dolce Vita, is refined and sophisticated from the interior design to as a staff, but at the same time we try to convey the cheerfulness, the warmth of Italian people in the way we interact with our clients, so that they really feel being at ease, being at home, being in their apartment, rather than just in an hotel.
Let's talk about the design elements. I remember clearly when the hotel was opening in Dubai, where we see elements of the Middle East, where we see beautiful things that remind us of our heritage and our culture, and it almost feels like Bvlgari adapts very well in every city that it lands in. What are the particularities when it comes to the architectural design of this specific hotel in Paris, and how does it kind of combine the rich Italian heritage and the DNA of Bvlgari that I absolutely love, and Paris?
Well, I think here you are touching a very interesting point, that we want each hotel to tell Bvlgari, because we have a beautiful narrative, which is a 27th century history of art, of architecture, still, leading interior design worldwide, no discussion. But at the same time, we want to resonate emotionally with French people. And to achieve that, as we did in Dubai, with some decorative elements like the Corallian motif we have on the terrace ceilings, on the balustrades, for instance. Here we worked with a lot of French craftsmen and women to add, some elements that you find nowhere. For instance, in your back, this wall is not, it's not stone. It's goat skin, which is applied on the wall by a French artisan, which is unique in its kind, in layering walls with this very elegant finishing. The same way we have in many suites some carpets which are taking the inspiration from the French Parisian parquet styling. So we didn't want our parquet to be French parquet, but we wanted the carpets in many suites to be inspired by the motif of the parquet, but applied with the Italian parquet, which is more modern, contemporary. So there is a blending of the two cultures. I have to say that between Paris and Rome, there has been a 2,000-year history.
Yes, definitely.
Of conquest, reconquest, exchanges, dialogue. So those are two of the most vibrant cities in the world culturally. And therefore wanted this hotel to be a fusion hotel where Rome meets Paris, but Paris also meets Rome.
Among these conversations that you're talking about, sustainability comes to the forefront. How important is that as a social message for the House of Bvlgari?
Well, the social message is one thing. I think the first point is our clients. Our clients, they want the best, but our clients are generally, very environment conscious.
Yes.
They have perfectly understood, what is at stake. Yes. So they want to enjoy the best, but at the same time, be sure that this best is compliant with their own philosophy of sustainability.
Yeah.
And therefore, in that hotel, like in all the other units, even the oldest ones, they've been renovated accordingly. We've paid the utmost attention to sustainability, circular economy. You won't find, for instance, any plastic, something which has totally vanished. If you want a straw, it will be a paper straw. So everything has been designed so that it's beautiful, it's rich, but at the same time, the materials are genuine, are authentic, are recycled or recyclable, and do not leave, well, we leave some footprint, but the footprint is very limited compared to an older, more traditional hotel.
You know what I sensed when I was in the lobby? I felt, and I was telling the team of Bvlgari, that this place is going to be the meeting point of artists, creatives, businessmen. It's going to be a place where people are going to be exchanging ideas, just like Paris, how it used to be in the past. That's the part of the richness of the city. And moving forward, 21 is almost done. 22, you have a few openings until 23, I believe.
Well, we have.
You have a series of hotels that are going to be
by the end of 22
opening, or
the beginning of 23,
over the world.
We have three.
Three more?
Yeah,
Yes.
which are namely Moscow, Roma,
Why Rome at
and
the
Tokyo.
end? Is my question.
You know, it's not at the end. As I mentioned, we want few hotels.
Yeah.
We want them to be small in number of keys,
Yeah.
but big in terms of average key size. I
Yes.
mean, here
Yeah,
the smallest room,
Yeah.
and we have very few, is around 50 square meters,
yeah.
and the largest is 400. So we
Yeah.
talk about
Yeah.
pretty,
Yeah.
I would say, comfortable units, and therefore the location should be a prime location, and the space suitable to have 60 to 100 keys hotel with very large suites, many suites, with a big spa. Here we talk about 1,300 meters.
I have not seen the spa yet. I'm super excited to see. Super excited.
Half Olympic swimming pool, which again very few hotels do have. They have pools, but I mean 25 meters is something.
So you have a great dining experience, and then you go burn all the calories.
Or you do it before, or if you're wise, you do it before, so you have to feel even more at ease. I mean, to indulge into
to indulge and
exactly.
enjoy.
You don't hesitate, you know, because you know that you deserve it.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is the philosophy. So it's indeed, you know, a combination of different experience, feelings, sensation, emotions that we want to combine, so that staying here will be memorable. You will have obviously the willingness to return.
To say the least.
And you were right. In Milan, Milan has a huge activity from early morning, when the business community meets for breakfast, to the lunchtime. On the Sunday, we have the brunch, which is becoming a favorite family and friends meeting to start the Sunday on a positive note, and eventually a very high occupancy. And we have created very much the same in China, in Beijing, for instance, where our Beijing hotel is very similar in terms of clientele. And in Paris, indeed,
I can see that. I can see the conversation between creative minds happening right here.
Also because we have tried to make it very inspiring, architecture-wise. I mean, the building itself is integrated into Paris style without compromising with Bvlgari style you find in Milano or in Beijing.
Totally.
And therefore, I think for artists, for designers, it's a very inspiring location. It's also very relaxing. So, you know, when you are in this kind of businesses, you need mind openers. And this hotel is meant also by the peace it conveys, by the emotion it creates, to be also a creative mind opener.
I cannot wait to be back here during fashion weeks, during design weeks, during these specific times where all the creative people from all around the world meet in Paris as a fashion hub. That would be really interesting to see.
They are used to die for being at the Milan hotel for the fashion week.
Exactly.
And likewise, Paris being the other city, I think the same people will be in the same hotel.
Yeah, I cannot wait to try these 2 days and to be with the Bvlgari team. You know how much I love and enjoy being part of every experience that I'm fortunate to be part of because of you and the team.
أترككم في أمان الله، إلى اللقاء. كانت معكم ديالا مكي.